rolling?
You're rolling.
All right. It's a very sad day. I'm almost speechless because
well, waxing's become a big thing in Japan. They're one of the later markets for men and women.
We have a lot of guys waxing now too, like eyebrows, their cheeks, and it's unreal. But you know what? It's really actually nice to see that. Like, I know it may seem a little bit much for some people. Like, oh, why are guys doing that? Why are they being like really feminine? It's not even like that. It's self-care. That's what it is, right? There was always a stigma where guys are like, oh, I don't want to go to like pedicures, for example, right?
Right.
A lot of guys are afraid because they didn't want to show up at a nail salon. That's why I'm trying to promote, these services for guys. And I feel like a lot of guys, this is like totally off topic from like, what I do, but I feel like over the past year, knowing men are usually emotionally constipated.
Right. That's fair. That's very fair.
Right? So they never want to express how they truly feel.
Because to the average man, the emotional world is subpar in value.
Yeah, exactly.
To the empirical data world, when
It's just as important.
And
okay, and
I just find that it's just, a good way for guys to feel comfortable within themselves, inside and out.
right.
So I think these things that they do for themselves, going for like pedicures and waxes, I think they'll finally feel comfortable. Hey, you know what? I'm a guy, but I can be emotional sometimes. I can be stressed out. I can feel angry or sad or whatever.
Right.
They don't have to hide all these emotions from the rest of the world, right? So
That's true.
yeah. I think that's why I like what I do as a barber, because I just chit chat all day, right? And I can chat your ear off.
No, but you have a very good way of speaking.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, you're a good listener, which is the most important in being a good, effective speaker, right?
Thank you.
And you're not pushing anything, you're not rushing anything, and you're confident. So you're excellent. I think life coach maybe is a good, and it may be something you can do, initially alongside this. Somehow it can work together.
Yes. If I had a choice, I would go back and maybe go to school for like a therapist or a psychiatrist or whatever, but I feel like I'm too late in my career now to take that.
Never too late.
That is true.
But you also don't need all that.
No.
There's so many ways of being effective with your gifts.
Absolutely.
And your passion. And I think all you people listening that have the thoughts of having a stylist or a barber or hair as part of your business, here's the trainer. Here's what I believe would be a good
come to Vancouver.
a good educator to go anywhere in the world. And because you know what, especially right now with the nonsense going on, small business owners in the beauty area, so nails, waxing, hair, aesthetics, any of that, they're all looking for additional practical revenue streams. Mm-hmm. So they become truly more, not just total beauty, but higher quality total beauty. So
totally.
Japanese have maybe the world standard for nails. It's huge. I mean, the quality is unbelievable, and it's taken very seriously, almost like a medical procedure.
Absolutely.
But nail salon owners look for ways to, since they've got this loyal customer base like you do.
Yes. Yeah.
How do I offer additional services so they don't have to drive somewhere else? Maybe their other provider has moved away, all kinds of reasons. But they don't want to just get into things to, have this menu with 10 things on it and not do 9 of them very well. That'd be crazy.
Absolutely.
Some of them do, for instance, body art now.
Yes.
Which is big in Japan. all kinds of airbrushed and temporary, 3-day, 4 days, so you're not like the sailor who gets off the boat, has a night of drinking, has a rendezvous, gets a tattoo, I love Betty, and the next morning wakes up and got this permanent tattoo and can't remember anything from what happened. So they've come up with these 1, 2, 3 day and look like real tattoos, but they go away,
Almost like henna.
Yeah, it's very much like henna. Henna is in Indonesia, a lot of henna there, and elsewhere, Thailand.
But that's probably like a semi-permanent kind of tattoo. It just fades over time, which is good because sometimes people, like you said, they act out of impulse. They're like, yeah, I want to get that done, and then once they get there, oh my god, what was I thinking? I had one coworker. He went to this tattoo parlor, and they had this little gumball machine, but it was actually a little picture in a little plastic ball. So you put in, I think, well, technically you pay $100, and then you turn it, and then you get a little ball, it gives you a little picture, and you got a little picture duck, and he got on his ankle. I was like, oh my goodness.
You did that on purpose? You were sober when you did that?
Yeah, it's just one of those like $100 tattoos that you get. I was like, why would you do that? Unless you just want to get something super random and have a funny story to tell, but I feel like if you're going to get branded or you're going to get tattooed, you got to get something that's really, really important to you. That represents you too, right?
Right. But you can live with through all the times, chapters, seasons of life, right?
Absolutely.
You got to think through that kind. It's a big step. Putting on something that you're going to regret.
Absolutely. That's why I've been refusing to get any sort of big art pieces on myself because you just never know. Like you have a vision in your mind, but you never know what that artist has in their mind, right? So
You have tattoos now? Or I can't talk about it. Top secret. Can we edit this out? I'm not going to ask you to show us. That would be inappropriate behavior.
One of the tattoos I have, the only one I have, is actually my Chinese name.
Oh, nice.
It's not legitimate. It's
So
not,
Holly is not your Chinese name?
it is actually.
Really?
Well, I mean, it's not like a Chinese name. Holly's my English name, but my Chinese name is not. It's not my passport or anything. It's not my documentation. So.
What is it? How do you say it?
I have a tattoo on my spine.
It's
This is how you pronounce it. Hui Lai Ying.
Hoi Ying?
Yeah.
Nice.
So
So it's 3 kanji?
Yeah. So the first character is actually it's my last name, and then the other 2 syllables, but it's supposed to represent something with like nature and beauty, like a beautiful soul, I think. Yeah. So that's what I got from my I believe it was like my parents or grandparents. They named me that, but no one had ever really called me that growing up. So I always practiced writing my Chinese name when I was younger. But then I decided, one day maybe I should get a tattoo because I probably will forget and I won't remember how to write it.
Exactly. So put it on your body. You will never forget. Except it's really hard to see it, but somebody else can take a picture of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
if I'm lost and I'm in the ditch, someone goes, "Oh, look, there's Holly, you found her." But
exactly. Well, that's part of the joke.
yeah.
The Yakuza, but more important is people like in New York
Oh yeah.
who think it's non-Japanese,
Yeah.
maybe non-Asian, maybe gringo, gaijin, who really think getting a tattoo with some of those, it's all the same, right? Chinese, Japanese, Korean, they're all the same people.
Yeah.
Some of those characters.
Yeah.
So they'll get crazy stuff
Yeah.
tattooed on their body.
Like one will say water. And
I am bread. Why did you get this?
They thought it looked cool, right?
Really cool.
Oh my god, I know.
So you have to put some thought into what you did, and probably if you do more, it sounds like you'll give it really good thought in terms of.
Absolutely. I'm more, I guess I'm more like a calculated type of person.
Right.
And sometimes like I'll act on the limb, but I'll definitely think it through before I actually get it. I'm like, yeah, I'm in Vegas, I'm 18, I'm gonna get a tattoo. Yeah.
Like on series of movies, The Hangover movies.
Yeah, exactly.
Yakuza is interesting. I love onsens. You know what onsens are?
No, what's that?
Onsens are the hot baths.
Oh, yes. See, I want to go to one, but because I have a tattoo, they're like, oh, no, you can't come in.
It's becoming more acceptable, and there are
As it
some
should.
onsen friendly.
Yeah.
But there's still the places I would go,
Yeah.
and at first I didn't want to go.
Yeah.
I've been like. And I thought, do I want to go in a big public bath and it's all men naked in hot water? I mean, I think maybe there was a little insecurity, my fault, a little phobia, a little problems. But I remember the first time going, and it was so amazing. It soon became, you can see why it's such a part of Japanese life.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is in these places, all kinds of sulfur and mineral-rich waters, and many different pools and temperatures, and all the things, saunas and steam baths, and a couple, 3 hours, and it's, wow, you are brand new.
Absolutely. That's why I like going to like spas. I like going to bathhouses. Like I went to Morocco.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, they had a lot of like those Turkish like bathhouses. And yeah, so that's
Is that your most favorite place that you visited, or where is that?
I mean, it was definitely one of my highlights in 2017. I actually went out to, it was a big Europe trip that I had, right? But I decided to go to Morocco since I was like so close. And then we went down to Marrakesh, and so I rode on some camels, and we went out to the Sahara Desert, and we actually camped overnight.
Nice.
So it was, yeah.
What
it was
an
very
experience.
Yeah. I'm just gonna put some Nick stick on you because I just had a little beep for that.
Did you nick me?
Yeah.
Oh, do we have this on camera or for the insurance? For the lawsuit? Oh,
It's just
good.
a
That's
little-
part of the story. Thank you.
Yeah.
I should have told you I'd like that. It'll add 2 viewers who are really into that kind of thing.
It's okay, it happens.
Okay, we're having some surgery now.
Yeah, it's okay. Actually, did you know that the history of barbering?
No, what is it?
We used to be surgeons back in the day.
Really?
Yeah, during the war, they would always have barbers to clean up all the that's why there was military cuts, right? So they would cut all the army and all those people, but when it was like combat time, if someone were to get injured or they got hit with a bullet, we would come in and we would use our razors to cut into the wound and take the bullet up,
Wow.
bandage everything up. So that's what the barb pole, there's a red, white, and blue stripe.
Right?
So the white, it represents the bandage. The red color represents blood, and I believe blue represents vein.
Represent what?
The veins.
The veins.
Yeah.
I never knew that. Thank you.
Yeah, so that's something.
Tied to the medical world.
I know, a lot of people don't really know about that, but. So I became a surgeon.
Yeah. Are you going to do it online?
I mean.
Step 1.
Yeah.
Take a knife
Yeah.
and cut here.
Yeah.